A very good morning to the students of Standard 9. Today's class in English Literature, Chapter 9, we will be talking about the topic An Astrologer's Day, Part 2. An Astrologer's Day is a chapter. There are 10 videos to this chapter. 1 to 6. You will be having the explanation of the chapter in detail. 7, 8, 9 and 10 are the exercises at the end of this chapter. So there are totally 10 videos. The first video we have already done in the previous class. Let us now continue with this video. Recapitulation. What did we do in the first video? Name of the lesson. An Astrologer's Day. Very good. Author's name? R. K. Lakshman or Narayan? R. K. Narayan. Very good. Other books written by him? Swami and his friends. Malgudi Days. Very good. Who is an astrologer? A person who studies the influences of the sun, the stars, the planets on the human affairs. The planets and stars, their influence on human affairs is studied by a person, and the one who masters this subject is an astrologer. Have you all gone to an astrologer, any one of you? Oh, so many. Yes. Which place did you go to the astrologer? You went in Bangalore. You Hyderabad. Chennai. Very good. What did you go for? What had happened that you went there? Family problem. Okay. Marriage of your sister. Okay. Yes, health issues. After you performed whatever the astrologer told you to do, did you find things improving? Good. All right. Now children, let's come to the text. Did you see this last time in the first video? Can any one of you name this? No, it's not cow. Cow is an animal. Come on. It's not cow dung. What is it? Cow shell? No. Who uses this? An astrologer. It's called cowrie shells. R. K. Narayan. Is he R. K. Narayan? No. What is wrong in the question? He is R. K. Narayan. Has written, what did he write? This book. What book did he write? Swami and his friends. Very good. Man makes his own destiny. Do you agree with that? Do you agree? Very good. Does man make his own destiny? How? He has choices to make at every step. And if he makes the right choice, he has a wonderful destiny, and vice versa. An Astrologer's Day. In this video, we are going to continue with the remaining part of the explanation. First is R. K. Narayan. You have seen his picture earlier. In this picture it says, life is about making right things and going on. Can you make right things? Doing right things, okay. Make right things means make them happen. You dream about good things, all right. You're always working towards it. You will definitely reach it. All right. So when you put your 100% things on right choices, life is bright. R.K. Narayan is an Indian English writer. You have read books of various other writers too, but R.K. Narayan is a famous English writer. His famous book is Malgudi Days. Who did the illustrations for Malgudi Days? Very good, R.K. Lakshman. How was he related to Narayan, R.K. Narayan? He was his brother. Excellent. And he is a famous cartoonist, isn't it, R.K. Lakshman? The other books were Swami and His Friends, The Dark Room. Now we move on to the lesson. Before that, let's read the lesson, the first part of it. Punctually at midday, he opened his bag and spread out his professional equipment, which consisted of a dozen cowrie shells, a square piece of cloth with obscure mystic charts on it, a notebook and a bundle of Palmyra writing. His forehead was resplendent with sacred ash and vermilion, and his eyes sparkled with a sharp, abnormal gleam, which was really an outcome of continual searching look for the customers, but which his simple clients took to be a prophetic light and felt comforted. Are you all understanding? Punctually. What does punctually mean? At the right time. Midday, 12 in the noon. An astrologer, you have studied who he is. He opened his bag, and from his bag, what did he take out? His professional equipment. What is professional equipment, children? Depending on the profession. What will a doctor have in his bag? Stethoscope, thermometer. Very good. What else does he have on his table? A writing pad, a pen. Okay. Besides that, measuring BP, isn't it? The BP measuring instrument. He'll also have weight measurements at the inside his room, because he takes the weight of the patients too. So similarly, this astrologer had certain things he carried in his bag. What were they? A notebook. He had a dozen cowrie shells. Dozen means 12. Square piece of cloth. And there were some mystic charts. You don't know what was written. Some squares and rectangles and all that drawn, something written. And he had a bundle of Palmyra writing. All this he took out. His forehead was full of, shine, you can say, resplendent, very colorful, with sacred ash and vermilion. What is sacred ash? Vibhuti, and vermilion, that is kumkum. So he had drawn 3 broad lines of the sacred ash on his head, and in the center he had applied a big dot of vermilion. All right? And his eyes sparkled with a sharp, abnormal gleam. Sharp means very, when you look at the eyes of some people, they can read you, they can see great depths. They can understand many things. So sharp means something that we can catch. They can take in things very easily. Abnormal means that which is not normal. The shine there did not seem very normal, which was really an outcome. Now, why was that shine or that sharpness there? According to the astrologer himself, why was it there? Because he was looking for customers all around. But what did the customers think about his eyes, sharp eyes and gleam? They thought that he was a prophetic. Prophetic means one who could predict the future very, very well. And they were very happy. Why? Because they had come to him only to know about their future. And when they saw his eyes, they got the feeling that he is the right person to speak to. Alright, we move on with some meanings here. For example, equipment. What does equipment mean? What does equipment mean? Items needed for a particular purpose. Correct? What is cowrie? A sea mollusk having a glossy shell with a long, narrow opening. Is that clear, children? Yes. Resplendent means, what is this now? Cowrie shells. Resplendent, I told you, is very, very colorful. So you have some meanings here now. Just look at those meanings. Obscure, blurred or hidden. Mystic, a person who seeks by contemplation to become closer to God and reach truths beyond human understanding. He can tell you of certain truths which you cannot understand as a layman. Palmyra, the leaves of a palm tree. Resplendent, bright and colorful in an impressive way. Gleam is glow or shine. I am sure you understood what I have taught you in the first slide. Prophetic is predictive. Now the equipments of an astrologer you can see over here. The astrologers, all the equipments are practically there, mainly the notebook. Here you have the charts, the mystic charts. Alright. Then you have the palmyra, the bundle of palmyra that he carries, in which thing it's written. And these are the cowrie shells. Is that clear, children? Okay. Next. The power of his eyes was considerably enhanced by their position, placed as they were between the painted forehead and the dark whiskers which streamed down his cheeks. Even a half-wit's eyes would sparkle in such a setting. So they are saying the power of his eyes was more developed, was increased. Enhanced means increased. Why? Because on the forehead he had these 3 lines in white with the round dotted red vermilion, which looked like a painted forehead. And below his eyes, what did he have? Whiskers that streamed down his cheeks. So the writer is saying that even a half-wit size, that is a stupid person, if you had him dressed like this, or if he had such a look, a painted forehead and that dark whiskers streaming the cheeks, he will also look very, very intelligent. Did you understand? To crown the effect means to add more to it. He wound a saffron-colored turban round his head. What did he have round his head? A saffron-colored turban. This color scheme never failed. This was how he dressed himself always, and every day he came punctually to the place where he sat. Is that clear? All right. To summarize, what did we do for so far? Equipment of the astrologer, books written by R.K. Narayan, description of the qualities of the astrologer, his eyes, looks, and word meanings. All this we saw. Coming to the questions, you have to answer these questions. What articles did the astrologer carry? Write 2 qualities of the astrologer. Describe the appearance of the astrologer. Give the names of the equipments he carried. Okay? Give the meanings of obscure, mystic, equipments, gleam, and prophetic. Thank you, students. Sai Ram.